Hello, Fenton here, playing Monster Train. It's a single player roguelike deck builder, which, oh, that's music to my ears, that is. And I've been playing it on stream, and I don't think I should be playing it on stream. I think I should be playing it on video. Stream is video, but you know what I mean. I've played it a fair amount already. I'm on Covenant 20. I'm paranoid that this is ever so slightly too loud. There we go. Covenant 20 of 25. And a whole bunch. The game is much harder on 20 than it is on 0, clearly. But we can still go better than that. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to try and get up to 25. And we're going to try and get some wins at 25. And basically just have a bloody good time playing Monster Train. As is my want. So we've pricked random here. There's 5 classes. We've got Melting Umbra, which is touch and go. Our deck consists of some cards and some random cards. Wicklash, Prismal Dust, sorry, and Sacred Wicks. Interesting. We get a champion unit, and we get to upgrade the champion unit. And we did not get Burnout Rector. Oh no. Oh no. I guess it's Rector Flicker here. Sorry, they're both Rector Flicker. Dark Calling or Accumulator is the upgrade path. The unit is called Rector Flicker. Don't think this one is particularly exciting. The first time each turn an enemy unit dies, add 2 morsel units to hand. Or friendly units enter with 2 lifesteal. Oh dear. The first time each turn an enemy unit dies, add 2 morsels to hand. Now our units are going to be dying a lot because these are very weak and Train Stewards are very weak, and then also Rector Flicker reforms 2 of them back into our hand, and then they're going to just die again. But the problem we have is that morsels take up space, and it's very difficult to get the correct amount of space sorted out. But no, I'm going to take this. I'm not particularly enthused by this start. It doesn't scream strong to me, but I might be wrong. I haven't played enough of the game really to know. So we can make the combat harder for us, get extra reward. Non-boss enemy units gets +4, and we get a unit draft from that. You don't attack at all anyway. I think I can do this. We got a lot of reform. I'm not worried about running out of units. How on earth do we do 40 damage? I'm unsure. Really? So a quick primer really is the enemies enter the train at the bottom, they climb to the top, and then when they get to the top they start doing damage to your Pyre, and your Pyre has 60 health, and if it gets to 0, you die. Not getting the Collector, because I didn't think far enough ahead about getting the Collector, which is kind of annoying. We're going to have so many morsels, because also Rector Flicker is going to reform 2 morsels as well. I can't just play a unit on the top floor, because at this Covenant level the top floor enemies enter dazed. I'm not sure about this anymore. I'm not sure about reforming morsels. They get high numbers, but then they just get eaten by things. Things eat them. Clearly. 6 and 9's 15. So you don't live regardless. You're not doing any damage to my Pyre because you just recover enemies' health, so I'd really like to get both of these front two killed, but I don't. I actually have no space for this as well. Alright, let's just give Rector some more morsels. Hopefully he can beat the boss when it shows up, but we're also going to... I mean, Sacred Wicks is nasty because we're going to not have a good chance of reforming Rector. When you do 91 to the boss just goes to the top, but it freezes your bottom floors on their way past, so... Do you just not die at all? Sorry, how? Oh, because you enter days, don't you? Ugh, well, I'm taking some damage here then. I am taking some damage here for sure. Giving you lifesteal might just win the fight. Not quite, but it's good enough. Although giving you +5. How did that not? Oh, I gave him burnout, and he didn't have burnout already because I'm not actually playing the burnout bloody Rector. Ah, I fluffed it. I fluffed it. And I also wouldn't have taken that damage if I'd have actually won the fight on that floor. But you're also not doing much here either. I thought he had burnout already. I'm just going to not play any more cards in case I ruin it. Okay, I took an unnecessary 15 there, which is actually terrible. Entombed Explosive, extinguished, deal 50 damage to the front unit. That's not bad, especially because we possibly just get that reformed basically every turn. I'll take it. And more morsels, which I really don't think we need. But I will take an Umbra Assault because it's targeted damage, so you can deal damage wherever you like. And you kill something at the back, which is stronger, but being protected by something at the front, which is weak, but with high HP. But then Mind Collapse is the same thing, but this gives us morsels, and well, this gives us energy. Nah, I'll take this. Oh. Those aren't good cards. Some of them are gold because I have won a run with them in the past. So if it's silver, I have never won a run with it. Just to give you an idea of maybe if the card's good or not. It's just... Shadow Eater is probably the best one here. Although Lady of the House is a nice tank. Just put it in front of some stuff. Harvest does not trigger with morsels anymore. It used to, and now it doesn't. Because it was very strong. Every card that said Harvest on it was just suddenly insanely good in the Umbra class, which has the morsels. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I'm pretty sure they changed that. They definitely changed some of the interactions. With morsels dying. I should probably find that out for sure. But Gorge is when you eat a morsel. Restore 10 health and deal 10... I'm going to take Shadow Eater, like... It's not amazing, but we do have a lot of morsels going on here. A lot. Right, do we want to upgrade some units, or do we want to upgrade some spells? We only have one unit currently, which is Shadow Eater. So the game has a weird mechanic in which there are banner units, or units you get from unit draft, which you are guaranteed to draw at least one a turn until you have drawn them all, not including your champion. So we currently always draw Rector Flicker and Shadow Eater on our first turn, and we don't necessarily draw Entombed Explosive because it's not a draft unit, it is just a card. So we will eventually draw Entombed Explosive, but we will definitely draw Shadow Eater. So we can use that to our advantage by going to the unit upgrade store and upgrading it, knowing, safe in the knowledge that we're going to get all the value out of those upgrades straight away. And then it becomes a careful balance of adding more units and not having a strategy that relies on drawing a certain unit first turn, because the more units you add, the less likely that is, obviously. And then we can also add a Remnant unit or a Banner unit. Umbra unit. I can't read, like, mate, I don't know if you've noticed that. I can't read. I'm going to go this way, because I would like... although, there are some pretty good Umbra units that we could get here, like Crucible Collector. What would I upgrade Merchant of Magic wise? I could... give Antumbra Assault a bit more damage, and possibly Holdover, so that I draw it every turn. If I play it, I draw it the next turn instead. This is 50-0, like it's pretty strong on its own. I'm gonna go this way. Okay. Shadow Eater Morsel Master is 4 capacity, which is already 4 out of the 5 capacity I have. Possibly less if the floor becomes smaller, which is one of the modifiers at this Covenant level, is one of the floors is -1 capacity at the start of each fight. So it's actually irrelevant, right? Because if we take this, then the Morsel unit it gets copied, but it takes up the same space that the Morsel Master takes. So this is just a skip. Upgrade a spell to remove Consume, but cost +1. Consume just means you only play it once per battle. Antumbra Assault, we can make it stronger, but get Consume. Oh, this is a bit of a whiff. I'll just make this free and leave and be upset about how this went, because I didn't take a unit and I did not upgrade any cards in any meaningful way. Enemy units enter with armor 10. And this has armor 25 already. I don't think, based on how the previous fight went, that I'd like to take this. I don't think we do enough damage. Although we're reforming morsels, and then suddenly reforming morsels just gives them... Every time you reform a unit, it gets +5 attack and +5 health. And suddenly morsels just end up pinging enemies for damage before then being consumed. But, equally, Conduit Redirector gives things spikes, so then the morsels just die when they hit the things with spikes and they don't get eaten at all. So I'm not going to take it. Plus it's unit draft, and we've had a lot of unit drafts already. So the middle floor is small. Although Shadow Eater is going to do 10 AoE damage, it's going to do 10 damage to everything. Costs 2 energy? Like, that's so gross. Just gonna get rid of this card. I don't see me drawing it again, or needing to draw it again in any meaningful way, so I'll just get rid of it. Alright, Shadow Eater is sort of doing work currently. Collector spawned on the top, so we can actually kill it this time. drew no morsels, but we can get something to die. Oh no, we didn't take that. We didn't take that relic. We took the refined void relic. Don't forget. Don't forget. Sometimes I just theory craft a relic so much in my head that I forget that I never actually took it. I'm gonna give Rector 4. Nah, Rector doesn't do it. We don't do any damage, do we? This does 4. This does damage, but like not based on its attack power, based on the fact that it has to eat, which it's currently not. Wow. Where's the damage, huh? Where's the beef? How do we win? How do we win this fight? How do we win any more fights? Look at this, you just die, you don't even do any damage. Because you only attack for 4. I've got to wonder whether I should reform 2 dregs and hope that they... I mean, they've got spikes. And you do sweep as well, so in fact, this is a disaster. Let's see what I reform, seeing as this costs nothing. 2 dregs, burn out 3. Oh man, man alive. We'll just have to hope that burnout, Rector Flicker does and hits good reforms so that we do alright for ourselves up here, but I'm not not holding my breath. Oh, we drew the entombed explosive just in time. Ha 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 ha. The actual literal bottom card. So you just die from sweep. Where's my Umbra assault gone? I'd love to have just pinged you for a tiny bit of damage. Oh, I haven't got the space. I always forget about the flipping space. I'm so mad at this game. Oh, Christ alive, why? Well, we won. I'm glad I didn't take the trial. We would have totally eaten it. Reform a unit, like we can actually reform a unit, or not. Restore 10 health and apply burnout is fine, except none of our actual main units have burnout on them naturally. They'll get burnout, the train stewards will get burnout if we ever reform them. This is a skip. +1 space. I'll take it. Pyre health, duplicate a card, an event, or an artifact, an Umbra unit, and an event. I mean, I've got 11 health. Oh, I don't. What would I even duplicate here? There's nothing. Entombed explosive, maybe. Is that the damage? Is that suddenly the plan for the damage, and then just hope to draw them? Probably. Just reform them every turn. They only take one space. Let's see what we get here before we start duping stuff. Ooh. Oh. Copy a card 5 times. Alright, you're forcing my hand here now, game. If you're gonna be like this, then this is what's going to happen. Is I'm gonna deal all of my damage from reformed entombed explosives. And now I will actually duplicate this. This is terrible. I feel so weak. I feel extremely underpowered. Wow, what a hand. What a hand. Ah, this floor is small. Why? Why? Why am I so terrible? I think I'd rather do that, actually. I can make this floor have a bit more space, but other than that, it's really not doing much, is it? We're not getting much done here. Also got the problem where if the entombed explosives will eat the morsels I put down. Train stewards are back. Uh-huh. Plan that revolves around reforming entombed explosives and putting loads of morsels in the deck just seems bad to me. For obvious reasons. Ah, the space! Can I please draw the space prism? Please. No, don't do that, because the morsels will be eaten by the dragon. I don't want that. Shadow Eater is doing things. It's just going to be absolutely atrocious when it comes to the relentless combat phase with the boss. Like, it's going to be hot garbage. 12. Oh, yeah. We're up to 60. We're up to the dizzying heights of 60. Old Rector boys sat there on 2 health, ready to do absolutely nothing when the time comes. I'll leave this to die because I might reform something that's better going off in that space. Do I give up on this floor and just put 3 entombed explosives in front? The problem is this one's got burnout 1, so it doesn't do anything outside of this turn anyway. So that really just has to go there. And then I suppose this may as well go there. And then I suppose I'll give you 2 more turns of combat before you burn out. And maybe, I mean, 1 lifesteal morsel would have been great there. I might just do this now. Oh no, it eats a turn. It eats a turn of combat. Don't accidentally give this burnout to... Can I just have a lifesteal morsel, please? Ah! Oh, he didn't die because he's stupid flipping... I should have done it on that one. These have burnout, so I can give them +5. I mean, it's still not good enough. We're still... dead. If only I'd have played... If only I'd have read my cards before I played them. Yeah? Who would have known? Who'd have thought that? Plus you're dazed as well, so... Didn't make no difference. I think we're dead. I haven't properly run the numbers. We need to do 60 before we get hit 4 times. Yeah, we're dead. If I'd have played the Umbra Assault on the right enemy, and I'd have gotten a lifesteal morsel out of it, that maybe would have been a win. But then not for much longer, right? That was absolutely horrible. That was horrible. Okay. Well, what I'll do is I won't try and play another run in this video. I will stop and tell you that that is Monster Train. And if you liked it, please let me know, because I'm going to probably do more of these. Maybe 2 or 3 times a week. Position myself as a Monster Train YouTuber on top of the puzzle game stuff. And maybe some other stuff too. Not playing Factorio on stream, even though I play that a lot, because I don't think I would be very good at making content for Factorio. Monster Train, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if that is what you desire. Other than that, thank you, and I will see you next time.